Hello, welcome to Gen Z Finance. I'm an older Gen Z here on YouTube documenting my financial journey. So today's video is one of my favorite videos to film. It's just a basic budget with me as I budget out my bi-weekly paycheck. And it's also the first budget and paycheck for December 2020. And this is going to be a 3 paycheck month for me. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into my checking account, and you can see I have this transaction inputted for the 4th, which is Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and come up to edit and press enter now, and that will just change the date to today. And then I'm also going to come to edit and go to this move to account and move this to bonus checking. So I talked about this a little bit on my Instagram, which is at ZNEOfinance. There will be a link and then my handle down below. But I went ahead and opened up a checking and savings account with Chase Bank because they were doing a promotion where if you opened up both a checking and savings and you met the certain amount of requirements, they would give you $500 as a bonus for opening up those accounts. Since interest rates are the way they are, I think my interest rate at my quote unquote high yield savings account is like 0.65. I decided to just open up the account, try to get the $500 because that's definitely going to be the most growth that my cash on hand is going to see this year. It's better than just letting it sit, I think, in my high interest savings account growing practically not at all. And part of the bonus was setting up direct deposit to come into this Chase checking. So I'm going to send, I think, 3 or 4 paychecks into this Chase checking account just so I have a certain amount in here. And then I'm just going to switch back to my Alliant checking account. So make sure you follow me, like I said, on Instagram for more updates on this, and then throughout the next couple of months, I'm sure I'll update you all as I reach certain milestones and try to get that bonus. Now that the paycheck is entered, if we're going to go to the budget, you can see it's up here, $1,350.96, and that is after my 19% 401k contribution, my HSA, medical insurance, and then obviously taxes are taken out. This is going to be a pretty quick budget. We're going to jump down to savings and put $500 into this 1 month buffer. I'm trying to build up $1,500 by the end of this year, so really I just have December, but I have 3 paychecks, like I said, coming in December, so I'm going to do $500 each paycheck, which would get me to $1,500 by January 1st of 2021. And that is how I'm going to try to handle budgeting ahead. I've talked about this in previous videos, so if you want more details, I'm sure I'll link some videos up here to refer you to. Normally, I would take whatever money I get in a month and budget that 2 months ahead. So December, I would be budgeting into February, but I'm changing up how I'm budgeting in the future for 2021. And this is the method I've decided to go with. So again, there will be links up above if you want more details or you're confused about that. So that leaves me with $850.96, and we're going to scroll back up to my sinking funds. All of my sinking funds are already budgeted for the most part, except for my travel fund. I do $150 a month, so that will be $75 this paycheck, and then I'll do $75 with my second paycheck. And then I'll be coming down here to savings again and adding another $50 into my emergency fund, and that takes me to $2,789.76 saved. Next, we'll be doing $50 into my 2020 medical deductible, and then $200, which is half of my $400 a month goal, to my 2021 medical deductible. Now, I have gotten some questions about these 2 categories. Honestly, I think a lot of the confusion lies in how I decided to save for these things. I don't really like how I set it up in my budget personally anyway, but I'm just going to stick with this structure and breakdown for the next month, and then in 2021, it will get better, I promise. But for those who want to know, the combined available balances between these 2 accounts, right now it's at $4,850, and by the end of 2020 that should be about like $5,000. But at the end of the year, the combined available amounts that $5,000 or so will be what my 2021 medical insurance out-of-pocket max is. And it's been my goal all throughout 2020 to kind of save up towards that medical out-of-pocket max for 2021 so I can go into the new year with all of that saved and not have to worry about any medical emergencies. And so originally my first goal was saving up just the 2020 medical deductible, which is $1,600. And then once I hit that $1,600 goal, I was like, well, that's still not the entire out-of-pocket max for 2020, so I wanted to continue to save for more medical expenses in 2020 in case I had any. but I haven't actually had to use this category yet in 2020. So fingers crossed for the next month, I don't have to use it either. On top of that, I was trying to save for the 2021 medical deductible, which is $1,800. And then I just knew in the back of my head that if I didn't need to tap into my 2020 medical deductible category, I could combine this category with my 2021 category, and together that would get me to my out-of-pocket max for 2021, which is just what I personally prefer to do. So hopefully, if you're new here or you've seen these two categories before and you're a little confused about the difference, hopefully that clarifies a little bit. And like I said, if I had to do this over again, I probably would have done it differently, or at least like name these two categories differently. But I do think it's a bit more streamlined in my new budget for 2021. So if you have not seen that video where I set up my new budget and walk you through all of my new categories, the link will be up here for you to check out. So $475 left. $200 will be going into my car replacement category. And then I need to make sure I'm putting $225 into my Roth IRA. You can see I'm only $178 off from finishing this goal, which was to save and invest $6,000 for my Roth IRA and max it out. So I will just do the $177 next paycheck. So I have $50.96 left, but I'm going to come up to giving and add another $30 so that I have $50 in there. And I'll probably still do extra giving on top of this $50, but that will probably come from my leftover money from gifts or Christmas. But I know I want to do $50 in here, and I think I want to give to Feeding America, because I gave to them a couple times throughout the year in 2020, and I just know that a lot of people have needed to rely on food pantries or food-based charities this year, and I know with Christmas coming up, the demand will probably be even greater, so that's the game plan there. And so with the $20.96 left, I'll just be moving that into holding. This end of year bonus is now getting so big. It definitely was not my intention for it to get that big. I think when I first created the category, I said I'm expecting to have around like $800 in there by the end of the year. And you can see now it's almost at $2,500. And I am changing up my approach to this category for 2021. It's going to be more of an end of quarter bonus, so a quarterly thing. And I'm also just hoping that overall I don't put as much money in there throughout the years, and I really try to funnel most of my extra cash flow to investments for 2021. So we'll see how that works, but I am excited I have this category for 2020 because it just made me feel a little bit more secure as I was really investing more and more in 2020. I was just also glad I was building up a little bit of a buffer, a cash buffer for myself. And I'm really looking forward to actually budgeting this out at the end of the year, which I will definitely do for y'all on camera once the time comes. Okay, so to be budgeted is now at 0, which means I have budgeted everything out. And the only thing I kind of wanted to do before I wrap up is do a little bit of a review of my spending so far. It's only December 3rd when I'm filming this, but I already did a little bit of spending. You can see the $400 that I send to my mom every month. I transferred that out on the 1st. No subscriptions have come out yet, and the only subscription I should have this month is Apple Storage for 99 cents on the 18th. I have already done some spending, as you can see, in monthly varied. I went ahead and got some Starbucks this month, and I had to do a $10 load up on the app. So I just did that. I think I have like $5 left in there because I only use $5. This should mean that I don't need to pay anything for Starbucks in January, because I try to limit myself to only one Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts or whatever drink a month. So that $10 should last me until the end of January 2021. I also did some spending in other/miscellaneous. So I'm a big fan of Taylor Swift, and her merchandise store, of course, had a sale. So I managed to grab a sweatshirt and then like a pop socket for the back of my phone for about, I think it was like $54. Shipping was free, which I guess is a win. And normally those two products probably would have cost me like $70 or $75. So it definitely saved me some money, but obviously I didn't need it, so I spent some money. So what I decided to do was put the majority of that purchase into other/miscellaneous, and then I put the other $30 or so in my fun category. And I just pulled this $30 because if you saw my December overview video that I posted on December 1st, I didn't have any money budgeted towards fun, and so I pulled that $30 down here from my wish farm. I had $100 set aside in this debt-free fun category, and I've slowly the past couple of months been spending from it. So I think I had like $70 in here, and I decided to pull 30 of that back into my fun category for that purchase. We're spending a little bit more in gifts. So $50, 40 of that was a gift to my mom to renew her National Geographic subscription because she absolutely loves National Geographic. And then $10 of that I just Venmo'd my friend because she started a new job this week and it's been a little bit rough. So I just sent her like $10 as a little pick-me-up. And I'm just going to take that from my gifts category, although in the future, that would probably be a transaction that would fall under my newly created random acts of kindness category. But for now, I have extra money in gifts and Christmas spending available, so I just took it out of that. And then that is all of my spending so far in December. So I think the only other thing that has changed since the last time I talked to you all is over here in my tracking accounts, I went ahead and added emojis to all of my tracking accounts. And this just better helps me do a quick visual glance over and see all of these emojis that have the little graph going up. Those are all of my investment accounts. And then the emoji that just has the bank, that's money that is sitting in cash. So I have to have a portion of my HSA sitting in cash before I'm allowed to invest the rest of it. So for me, I just like having a quick visual reminder of what accounts are what. Okay, so that will be everything for this video. I hope y'all have liked it. Follow me on Instagram at Zennial Finance, ZENNIAL Finance. Hit the subscribe and like button down below. Leave me a comment. I'm working towards 500 subscribers. I'm going to get there relatively soon, and I would really like to hear from some of my subscribers what you all would be interested in for a giveaway. I was thinking either a year of YNAB, or a 1-year YNAB gift card, or maybe doing 6 months and being able to do 2 gift cards to YNAB for 2 subscribers, just 6 months each, or if I should give away some of my favorite financial books and resources, or do some type of combination of all the above. So let me know down below what you all would be interested in. I hope y'all are staying safe and healthy, and that whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate in December, holiday-wise, or anniversaries or birthdays, whatever is going on in December for you, I really hope that this year ends on a high note for all of us. So have a good day.